Trying to put them on?
Yeah. You didn't realize you could pull the top layer off at first.
Oh. Oh,
He's like, this is kind of ghetto. I agree. I was like, kind of is. But,
Good morning, everyone. 3 people on.
oh,
Looks like people are starting to join now. Good morning. Happy Friday.
It's Friday. Yay.
I'm going to show off something that we've been working on this past week.
It's also Memorial Day weekend. Did you know?
It is. It is.
It is.
Great weekend. Great weekend. And rumor has it some of the parks are starting to open up too this weekend just for it. So
Yeah, I
that's
hear
good.
day parks are opening, so it's exciting. And Ocean Shores is opening this weekend.
Yeah, we were kind of looking at maybe going on Monday, but I don't know. It might be packed.
Looks like we do have a sunny day tomorrow and no rain Sunday, so it's good.
It's supposed to be hot next week too, actually.
That's a great week to be nice.
Here we are,
Hey, we are here. We're not just talking.
chit-chatting away.
We'll wait a couple more minutes.
Well, we might as well get going because it's recording anyways.
All right, well, we're going to get going. Happy Friday. It is May 22nd, and it is, like I said, Memorial Day weekend. So anybody have plans out there? Go ahead and let us know because I'm looking for plans myself. So I love everybody else's ideas.
Today we're hosting here in Hudson's, which we've kind of decided to kind of change the room every week. So last week we were in Hawk's Nest, where we play all of our fun games and pool tables and stuff and watch basketball or football or whatever, whenever that comes back on. And then today we're in Hudson's, where we've got, Chef Dino does his cooking classes and wine tastings and wine dinners and extension of our restaurant as well. So nice backdrop of our lovely fireplace and with the color teal for today. And
I could have chose red or like a blue for Memorial Day, but it's a blue. It looks blue.
It works. It works. So,
All right, Jason, first up on our agenda today, I had you giving us just a little GM update.
yeah, so we've had a lot going on here in the past week as we watch the governor closely. He put out some guidelines for pickleball courts. So we were able to add those digital guidelines that we had already put in place to protect the members and also protect our staff and try and provide the best environment as we could. So we're excited to announce that pickleball courts open this weekend. I know starting 5 minutes ago. We have a bunch of reservations today and tomorrow. I noticed. Last I saw, I think the weather hits maybe in the 70s toward the later part of next week. So I'm sure they're going to get a lot of good use. Brendan spent the week cleaning them, lightly pressure washing them. We moved some benches to make sure that no one's going to be congregating in that area. But should be really good. There's some pollen that is stuck in there pretty good. So we're working with another company to maybe help with removing it. But we noticed it was not slick we were deck brushing it and it still wasn't coming up. So it was on there pretty good. So we will be excited to see people out there this morning. I think our first reservation's at noon. So we'll be checking out the pickleball court. So make sure if you are going to play pickleball that you do check out our guidelines. The link is on there. There are a bunch of rules and regulations that we put in place that we hope and expect that everyone would follow to make sure that we're safe for each and every household and also maintain safety for our team as well. So please make sure you read that. Please make sure to follow that. We are also going to be watching and ensuring that everyone is following those guidelines as those have been opened up for phase one. So restaurant's been busy, so really excited to keep the restaurant going. We've started a lot of prep for phase two and kind of waiting to see when phase two will open up, but phase two should be coming soon, which will allow some changes to the pickleball courts. Some fitness will be in phase two, some in-restaurant dining in phase two. So lots of things could change in phase two a little bit. We just don't know exactly when phase two will commence quite yet. So, but we're doing all the prep work to get all ready to rock and roll for that. Pretty excited. So, what else do we have going on?
I'll give event updates, but I think you covered the club.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, everyone's doing real well, and team's really excited. We've recalled a bunch of them back, so it's good to get everybody started to get some of the faces around and seeing members, and it's been good to get back to work. So I'm excited.
Thank you. I also do have a couple questions for you that I've had some questions just trickle in here, kind of multiple questions of the same that I'm hoping you can help answer.
Okay.
One is, how can you make reservations for pickleball?
Yeah, so one of the guidelines that are put in place is really restricting how many people can play pickleball. So the expectation is that if you're going to play with someone that does not live with you, it can only be singles play. The only time you can play doubles in phase one is if everyone lives in your household. So that means you'd have to have at least 4 people living in your household, which I don't think we have very many members that have that. So really from the reservations work where there are 4 slots available for each time period, which is a 45-minute time period, Wednesday through Sunday, 10 to 6, if I remember correctly.
Yep, 10 to 6.
And so you just log into MTL, pick whatever day you want, pick whatever time slot, and register. Each person needs to register, so you and your spouse will need to register for the time slot, and then we'll be enforcing there. So we'll only have 2 courts open, and they're opposite courts, so that we maintain social distancing. And like I said, we'll just allow 4 people at a time for singles play. And we'll kind of change that as the phases open up. But currently that's how that's going to work for a little while.
I do know if you're searching for the pickleball reservations, just put pickleball reservations and it will pop up for you. So just like under events, search pickleball reservations and it's there. So second question, if there are open time slots day of, can you make more than 1 reservation?
If they're open in the day?
The day. So like today, can you make 2 reservations if there's open?
Nope, just 1 time slot per day at this time.
Okay.
So we got a lot of people that are pickleball players.
We do.
We got probably at least 100 that are pickleball players. Everyone wants a chance to play. Everyone wants to get in there and get the stroke practiced on for the summertime. So we're really limiting it to 1 time of play per day, just to make sure that everyone can kind of cycle through a little bit and get some opportunities. So yeah, we've prevented it. And keep in mind that our reservations close the night before. So if you wake up in the morning like you did today, noticed it on Daily Digest and was like, yeah, it looks like it's not raining right now, maybe I can go down there and play, just give us a call so we can mark you down as the reservation for the 11 o'clock slot, and we'll adjust it. So day of reservations, you got to call call the concierge team. They'll get you all taken care of. But any other time, if you're planning more than 24 hours in advance, just go ahead and log on to MTL. Makes it easy that way.
Thank you. Good to know. How does phase 2 look different for the club compared to phase 1?
Yeah, they're all kind of going to be a little bit of difference, and we may open up something and then have to tweak it in phase 2 and tweak it some more in phase 3. So the big things that we're really focusing on are pickleball courts. Right now is singles only play in phase 1. In phase 2, doubles will be allowed. In restaurant, it's carry out only. In phase 2. There'll be some in-house dining, 50% to our capacity, and a bunch of other regulations, but we don't need to bore you with all that at this time. But there are going to be, you'll be able to come to the restaurant. You won't be able to come to the bar, but you'll be able to come to the restaurant, sit, and Doug's going to have less tables available to follow in the guidelines that the governor set up. And then base camp, our fitness center, will be open. Limited use for in phase 2, very limited use though, and a lot of regulations there. And we're kind of working on getting those dialed in. Things like locker rooms will be open with limited use during phase 2. And so we're kind of excited. So I think what Brittany and I talked this morning was like, hey, we're going to come up with, an email that's going to say, when phase 2 gets approved, here's phase 2, here's all the changes. Hey, look forward to that. And, when we finally get to phase 3, here are all the changes for phase 3, and please follow those rules and things like that. So we'll make sure to broadcast that communication as much as we can when it becomes available. So, but there are definitely some changes. Not everyone will be able to use the club during each of those phases too. The governor's put in some pretty strict recommendations or requirements. They're not recommendations, they're requirements. Pretty strict requirements to use like the fitness center and things like that. So, and our job will just be having to fulfill that as much as we can. So I know a question just came in about outdoor seating. We will be able to do outdoor seating in phase 2. Not in phase 1, but in phase 2, we will be able to do some outdoor seating. Once again, 50% capacity, right. And we have a bunch of other things we have to follow. But Doug and his team are preparing for phase 2. We'll have both patio and in the restaurant seating. So luckily, the weather is going to hopefully help with that, and we'll be in a season where we'll be able to open the patio, which will help bring in even that much more people. So we're excited about that.
Awesome. Thank you. So what I'm hearing is phase 2, people will be able to actually enter our club. Come inside.
They'll be able to use limited fitness, some fitness classes, and that's it. Won't be able to sit in Hawk's Nest, won't be able to sit in the grand living room or even outdoor fire patio and stuff. Really just come in, do your workout, which will be probably reservations as well, similar to pickleball. You come in, you do your workout, and you leave. So yeah, you'll be able to come inside, just real limited though.
Okay. Do you know when the pool will open?
Very popular question this past week, I've noticed.
Very popular question, so let's get it out.
We're all real antsy. I definitely get it.
Yeah.
Pool, last I heard, looks like phase 3.
Okay.
So I know looking at the guidelines for fitness center in phase 2 said pools are not to open in phase 2. Okay. So ours is looking to be more of a phase 3 situation. I know some people had brought to my attention, hey, we had planned on doing some, annual maintenance early spring. What's kind of the status of that, and we did execute some of that. Brendan has been really good at, we had a list of all the maintenance items we needed to accomplish. Brendan's been able to take care of a lot of those that we needed to get done while we've been closed, which has been really good. But some of the other maintenance issues, we haven't been able to get done just because of some of our techs come from the East Coast and from London, and they've been restricted and they can't fly, and so their companies have restricted that as well. So we were unable to our goal initially was like, oh yeah, bring them in and let's just knock it out. Well, as we got deeper into it, they weren't unable to fly, and so they were unable to come in and do some of that yearly maintenance. So we will be constantly talking with them and figuring out when they can come and get it done. But at the same time, trying to figure out, hey, we'd rather not just, finally open the pool and then have to shut it down for a couple weeks for maintenance. So we're trying to balance that as well. We're doing the best we can with that. When we have more information about that, we'll let everyone know. But our goal is to have minimal impact to the members. We finally got it up and running. We don't want to take it back down again, but we do have maintenance that we want to accomplish to make sure that we can have that consistently up and running throughout the year. So just a reminder, we are trying to do maintenance twice a year on the pool to make sure that it's operable year round. Based on how long this takes, it might actually just end up being to the second maintenance time frame anyway. So, but we'll wait and see and just kind of evaluate that as well. So I know a question just came in about locker rooms. I'll kind of double back to that real fast. Locker rooms will be open in phase 2.
Yes.
But there will be no towel service. Won't be able to use the showers. Really, the locker rooms have been instructed to be used strictly as a restroom and a hand washing station. So, and we're still waiting on confirmation about using the actual lockers. Still trying to figure out if that's part of it or not part of it. So, but right now, from the readings that I can see from the governor, says locker rooms are only supposed to be used for restrooms and hand washing stations.
Very good information and good to know. I'm sure everyone.
Lots of reading. I've done so much reading. Oh my gosh.
That's why you're the club manager. Okay, I have a couple more questions, just more about the staff. How much of our staff is currently working?
We have about 25 to 30% of our staff is back to work right now. The other 70% of them have been furloughed. So they are home and itching to get back. We all talk to them frequently. I bet we probably check in at least with every employee, probably every other day. So we do a good job of staying connected with them. The management team's been hosting weekly staff meetings with them to keep them informed of all the changes, up to date with the progress of the club. So we've been connecting with them, playing some online games and things like that. For anyone that's attempted or that has done sip and play on Thursday afternoons, we test those games through those family meetings that we do with the team. So we've been pretty well connected with them. But yes, good amount of them still furloughed and home waiting to come back to work. So, but they're all good spirits. Everyone's doing well. Everyone's just waiting to get that call to come back to work. So luckily with pickleball courts opening, we were able to bring 1 or 2 more people back to help with that. We've got some other things that will be coming down. We'll be able to pick up 1 or 2 more people. So little by little, it's trickling back. So, which is good.
Good. Is all of our staff healthy?
Yeah, all of our staff's doing really well. We would let, we've got protocols in place. Blue Star and Shea Holmes has done an amazing job at creating strict protocols to ensure that as a team we stay safe, but also to as the club opens, that the membership stays safe as well. To kind of give you a quick little snapshot, all of our managers check in with the scheduled staff every morning. And after that little check-in, then they are sent to a web page where they have to do a online check-in. And then after that's been completed, then they come in for their shift. But prior to entering the building, we temp them all and
We're
confirm.
greeted by Jason out front.
Yes, I get to hit him with the thermometer every day. So I greet everyone as they walk in, which is also kind of nice. It's been nice to greet everybody, but
Nice to have a warm welcome.
that's right.
Mhm.
So we greet everyone, put a thermometer to them, double check and see if they have any symptoms. If they say no for the third time in a row for the day and they don't have a fever, then they're able to come into work. Once they're in work, they're wearing masks if they are within 6 feet of any other employee. They are wearing gloves for everything that is needed for gloves. Our porters and concierge and food and beverage team has been really good at sanitizing and as much as possible. We've learned the difference of, cleaning something, sanitizing something, and
Sterilizing.
oh shoot, now I'm gonna forget the word.
Do, 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 do,
I don't think of it because now it's in
do.
German. Disinfecting something.
There we go.
So there's 3 different stages to cleaning, and all the staff is tasked with different stages of that throughout the day. And so, we've got a pretty rugged system in place right now. So, and this proof is in the pudding, as in, we've had a lot of team members come through the doors over the last month or two, and so far everyone's done a good job of staying healthy. So, we're pretty excited by that, but a lot of checks and balances in the place, and a lot of check-ins even while you're in shift and things like that. So, and we expect that our members will follow suit and take their health as serious as possible as they enter the club, and be honest with their symptoms and timeline of their symptoms as well. That's an important part of it. And so we hope that the members follow that. More than welcome to use masks as a member, and we won't necessarily have masks available for members. We do have it available for team as it's a requirement. Our team members, mine's right here, Seahawk one, but we have some that are cloth and we have some that are the surgical ones that you can purchase. So,
I just ordered a bunch from Mrs. Robbins.
Oh, thank you. Very nice.
Excited for that.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of members. I hope some members are sending in Trilogy's Got Talent videos with those masks.
I was gonna
I've
say
talked to
that.
some members who've been busting out,
Yeah.
20 to more of these masks. I had one member tell me that, she had friends sending her the elastic because she couldn't get the elastic for a time. So she had friends sending it so she could continue to make the masks. And it's cool because my wife makes my masks. She made a whole bunch for the family as well. And it's nice because it's a small amount of fabric. So if you got scrap fabric laying around, my wife put a layer of fleece in between the 2 pieces of cloth. So kind of worked out pretty good. So, but yeah, no, we've got a lot of protocols in place to do the best that we can.
Cool. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
On to the fun stuff now.
Yay!
Yay. Okay. Event update. We have, as phase 2 will be opening hopefully at the end of this month, beginning of June. We do have a couple cool things in store. One is our car hop burger drive-in. So not a sock hop, but a car hop. So come dressed. We are doing that June 5th and June 12th. So 2 weeks in a row. We will be serving a burger menu. Do you want to add to that?
No, go ahead with the
burger menu. And
color.
We will be dressed to the occasion. We'll be playing some music over our big speaker here. It'll be 2 different time frames, so 5 and 6 p.m. You can make reservations on My Trilogy Life, and it's just per car. You will drive up, put your order in, you'll go park. You can visit with your friends that are parked next to you, and then eat your food in the car. As if you've been to Wally's in Buckley or any other car food drive-in where you sit and eat, we are trying to do the same exact thing here. So that will be June 5th and June 12th. It is on MTL for more information and price. It is up there if you want to take a look.
Yeah, kind of like new age would be Sonic, but or an older like Burger Master or Wally's Drive-In, also another good one. So really fun. You know, we only have 16 slots if I remember right.
16 per hour. Yep.
So we're gonna park every other stall on the I guess you'd say the north side of the building, I guess. So we'll park every other stall over there to maintain social distancing. There'll be a host stand as you drive in. You just say, hey, Johnson's for 2, and they'll say, okay, go park in slot number 3. You'll go park over there. A runner will bring your food over. We'll have the barbecue and everything out there. So you got the smells of all that, which will be great. They'll bring your food, and more than welcome to hang out and eat your burger, and hopefully a friend parks next to you and you can chit chat away and really enjoy that experience. We'll have, like I said, music, and should be really nice. We figured we plan about an hour for each group to go through that, and then we'll have another group at 6 o'clock, and should be a lot of fun. So just kind of unique way of kind of putting some events together and kind of get everyone together to kind of celebrate a little bit. So I like it. I think that's a great idea. I think it'll be a lot of fun. We'll just follow some guidelines. Everybody's got to stay in their cars, and everyone's got to park every other stall, and it should be really good. So
if we get enough comments on this and we sell out, I will be on rollerblades.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
If we sell out both hours, I will come in rollerblades.
When we did the team member roller skate party, I don't remember you.
I was on rollerblades.
You were on rollerblades?
Yes, I was on rollerblades, not skates. I will not be on skates. That will not happen. I will come in rollerblades, and I will try to get other participations.
I don't know. I don't remember how that went. I do remember that we took the whole team to Kelly's skate or Tiffany's skate down in Puyallup, and we had like 40 something people or something. It was crazy. Anyways, everybody skated. Managers, kids, all the team, everyone skated. There wasn't a single person that sat out.
Yeah.
And we found out there's some good skaters. We got Scotty, the pizza guy, Daisy, another cook that we have, both really good skaters. The team all pretty good, and everyone came away pretty.
Dino included.
Dino actually did pretty well too. His son not so much. Dino's son struggled, but Dino did really well as well. So it was pretty fun. So. But yeah, like I said, drive-in burgers, it's going to be fun. We're going to use that kind of template to build on some more other stuff as we kind of get further into different phases. So we hope everyone can come out and support drive-in burgers. So limited spaces, reserve early, 16 cars. Everyone in the car has to be from the same household. But yeah, it should be a lot of fun.
I'm excited. I want to put rollerblades on, but I need some motivation. So this is the motivation. Sell out, and I will put them on. What's to come for May? Well, I think we just talked about what's to come for May. We have our pickleball open now, which is a huge step, I feel, and something that everybody has been patiently waiting for. We have some fun events coming. We have Trilogy's Got Talent. I've extended that for another week. So the submission.
And how many do we have for that already?
I have almost 20 submissions.
Holy Toledo, that's awesome.
And this is probably my favorite.
If you're feeling embarrassed, you won't be embarrassed. There's 20 other people doing it. So might as well jump on it.
And it's pictures too. So it's not just videos. You can send pictures I have pictures of paintings. I have pictures of quilts. I have pictures of some crafts that people are making at home. This is anything you're doing, anything you're trying to stay busy with. If it's something you do all the time, woodworking, do you build trains? Do you build boats? I have anything. It's everything is a talent, and I want to see it. So if you're okay to share it, we would love to have it and show it to our members. This is one of my favorite things I've done. I feel I get to know everybody a little bit better because a lot of these talents people hide. So I'm excited to be getting them and seeing everything. It's a lot of fun for me, and I'm excited to share it with everybody else next week too. So deadline is the 27th, so next Wednesday, and we will go live Friday the 29th with all of the videos for everyone to vote on. So videos and pictures. Like I said, please send pictures, videos, whatever you're comfortable with, send them to me, Brittany, at 7summitslodge.com.
Nice.
And then I always talk to a local find. I've tasked myself with every week, I try to support a local business around the area during this time. And I talked about Vintage Bee last week, I believe. And this week I found a local cheesecake.
Oh, yeah. Toledo. That's
Yes,
delicious.
local cheesecake. So she's in Puyallup, and her business is Pacific Northwest Gourmet Cheesecakes. What I found unique about her is she does them in mason jars. She does other cheesecakes too, but the mason jars one is kind of what caught my eye. It's like a deconstructed cheesecake in mason jar, and they are so good. I dropped one off on Jason's doorstep. I don't know if he actually got it because I saw his wife.
My wife ate it all. I didn't get a taste, but she loved it.
I
She's
also
ordering more.
dropped it off on a couple other doorsteps. Paula, she lives down the road, dropped one off on her, and she loved it. But they're really inexpensive, and they're so good. I've put an order in next week. So if you want the information, I will send it to you. Just email me. I can give you everything. I found her on Facebook, so you can find her on Facebook too if you just look up PNW Gourmet Cheesecakes. She is amazing, sweetest lady that I found. So that is my local find of the week.
And to piggyback on that, we're bringing one of those local vendors out here. We're bringing Vintage Bee. We're going to do Coffee Talk actually live outdoors.
Yes.
And so we're just trying to make sure that we're within the guidelines for the right phase for that. But Vintage Bee will be here. So it's basically a mobile coffee shop. You can come in, get your latte or your cappuccinos or your flavoreds or whatever you want. But Melissa and her trailer will be here, which would be pretty slick. So we had them out for Summerfest, I think, last year. And I got to know them because they've come to my wife's school to do things for the teachers. So they're very supportive of everyone. And I just actually had my cold brew. She goes by, she does delivery service. So she refilled my cold brew yesterday, which is pretty slick. But anyways, we're going to have a live coffee talk here in the next couple weeks. And she'll be here offering drinks. So everyone will be able to come by and grab their morning coffee and listen to us make fools of ourselves.
She will also have some sweet treats and some baked goods that she will bring too. So keep tuned for that on an exact date. Like Jason said, we're just making sure that when we do that and she comes out, we're in all the right regulations and doing everything the way we should while maintaining our social distancing. But that's all oh wait, no, it's not all I have. I'm going to practice my pickleball skills in here. That's why I have this out. No, the Mantle is doing to-go cocktails. So if you're not on MTL or frequent our MTL,
You're real fancy here. Ooh, automatic camera zoom in. Look at that. Woo!
So our professional silhouette person over here, Jason, has made these adorable 7 Summits logos to put on our cocktails to go. So yes, we are doing cocktails to go. We do beer to go. You can get wine. And the cocktails are actually just pre-made in these little guys to take home and drink as you'd like. So if you're not ready for it right away and you want it later, you can put it in your fridge and drink it when you want. But they are available. So you just contact 253-321-8018.
Yeah, just remember you got to order a little food with it. So order something to eat. But if you're going to have dinner tonight or tomorrow and you want a little cocktail to go with it with Memorial Weekend, definitely Christopher will be here to mix that up. So and there's nothing specific, so you can order whatever you normally would order, so which is pretty slick. So
I know today was the deadline for Memorial Day takeout. Do we have any available? Noon was the cutoff.
Well, we got hour and a half. So
Yes.
We've got last I heard, we were at 110 reservations
Okay.
for
That's awesome.
Memorial Day brunch on Sunday. So we're definitely could take a few more in the next hour and a half by noon on Friday today. We'd love to have more people do it. So a couple other events, I think.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, just to kind of give everyone an idea of what other thing, we're working on a bunch of stuff. So one thing we released this week was a wine dinner with a great winery out of California called Frogs Leap Winery, big Napa Valley staple winery. And we opened that up to our Barrel Master members. They were going to get 2 small half bottles of wine, which are over here in boxes, but they're going to get 2 half bottles of wine and also 3-course meal. So they'll come by on Friday the 29th, pick up the 3-course meal and go home and then log in and we're going to do a live webinar
Pretty good.
with that. So tasting the food and tasting the wine with it, with Doug and the chef, and kind of cool experience. To be honest, I don't know. Last I heard, we were sold out of that. I think Doug was going to try and get a hold of a vendor and see if we could purchase more. But Barrel Masters members who got early release access to that, I think took up all the spots. So great to see that success. Just means that we can do more of that stuff and expand to get more reservations into it. So it was kind of our trial. We were like, well, let's see how this goes. And so far I've been pretty successful. So look for more of those type of things here real quick. So I know Doug and his team are going to put together some other ones for the month of June, knowing that this one so far has been successful in a matter of 24, 48 hours. So pretty cool to see that.
All right. Any questions? Go ahead and I'll wait a minute or so if you want to type in any questions for us or have anything you want to comment on, please do. If not, we will see everyone live next week at 10 a.m.
Yeah, and if anyone can think of, fun activities that you want to do, I know Brittany's been doing a lot. We've got some other fun stuff planned for June, and more of these kind of parking lot type situations where everyone can still maintain social distancing. Obviously, they're going to be weather dependent, which is always a little tricky in June, but we're also starting to plan 4th of July and how that will look with whatever phase we may be in and how we're able to execute that, but at least providing some type of event that everyone can at least get out of the house for a little bit would be really great.
I can tell you we will have a sip and paint here soon. I am working with a local business that is going to do a virtual one for everyone. So I don't have an exact date. I will be narrowing that down here in a couple days, but that is in the next phase that we will be doing those. So look for that. I'll have a date for everyone next week, next Friday when we have coffee talk. So I've been working on that.
I also wanted to mention, if we have any new members out there that are watching this, I'm sure the welcome committee has done a great job connecting with you, and we want to help out with that as well. So we're putting together a virtual member orientation, and we've kind of noticed actually that by partnering with the welcome committee over the years, that a lot of members that have been here for a while like to attend those meetings as well. So we'll be looking forward to kind of posting a new member orientation that kind of talks about the club and everything that goes along with the club. And I think we're going to do a virtual tour during that and kind of having a lot of fun. So those that have just become members over the last couple months and unfortunately have had to patiently wait as the club's been closed, we're going to provide kind of a new experience for you, and I believe we're going to open it up to all the members too as well, just to kind of make it more the merrier in my book. So excited to have that. So look forward for that information. Also,
yeah, I have My Trilogy Life MTL educational classes every Wednesday now. So Wednesdays moving forward, probably forever. It's a big website and all of us need refreshers on where to find information. It's at 11 every Wednesday. So you can find that on My Trilogy Life. There's a link. You'll just click it. hop on. I go through the whole website. There's a lot of virtual stuff going on at other clubs you can attend. So I can show you where to find that, and also how to edit your profile, how to put your interests into your profile. We go over it all. So
lots of changes on
Wednesday.
MTL while during this COVID process. So, adding national events has been pretty cool. They're going to add national news. So you're able to kind of see events throughout the other clubs. There's a lot of tips and tricks that Brittany goes through. I was on it on Wednesday. I learned a bunch of new things that I didn't know about, which was pretty cool. So it is a great opportunity. And if you have any questions, it's very open for that. So we hope everyone logs on and checks out that MTL.
Cool.
All right. I think that's about it for this week. So we went a little bit longer than usual, but we had a lot of information. Want to make sure we get that out to everyone. I know there was a bunch of people on the call. Please make sure you tell other members that you watched it, and make sure that they check in and check MTL and log on to the YouTube channel and check out all the postings there, because that way, that's the best way to keep up to date with the latest info. So tell your friends. That's my advice.
Tell your friends. Tell everyone. I hope everyone has a great Memorial Day weekend. I would love pictures. I would love to know what everyone's doing. So please keep me informed. I feel very lost without all of my people here. So keep us in the loop. Let us know what's going on, and I will see everybody next week. Have a great weekend.
Thank you. Happy Friday.
Be safe playing
See you next
pickleball
week.
too.